This video is sponsored by Ultimate Guard, but even long before this channel was sponsored by Ultimate Guard, they were always my #1 choice when it comes to sleeves or deck boxes. Pick up Ultimate Guard products at your local game store, or order them on Amazon. Link down below. Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Every month I have a poll over on Patreon, where patrons of all levels are encouraged to vote on upcoming deck lists. This month I posted a list of all the Commander decks I'd made for patrons over the last couple of months. So, this deck that you're about to see was originally requested by Mangoes. Now, Mangoes wanted a deck that was CEDH, led by Yuriko the Tiger Shadow, but didn't rely on the Thoracle combo. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically, if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. Yuriko the Tiger Shadow is a 3-mana 1/3 legendary human ninja with Commander Ninjutsu. For a blue and black deck, we can return an unblocked attacker we control to hand, and then put Yuriko onto the battlefield from our hand, or the command zone, tapped and attacking. Additionally, whenever a ninja we control deals combat damage to a player, reveal the top card of our library and put that card into our hand. Each opponent loses life equal to that card's mana value. So, Yuriko is unique in that she always only costs 2 mana to cast from the command zone, no matter how many times she's sent back there. Again, this will be a CEDH deck. It won't be a Tier 1 CEDH deck by any means, but blue and black both have some very powerful effects, and we should win a few games, even against some of the nastier decks in the format. Remember, Commander, even CEDH, isn't about who has the strongest deck. It's about who plays the hand they're dealt the best. Which is why I usually recommend a checklist. Something like this. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. But that's for casual or even high-powered play. For CEDH, you'd want a checklist that looks something like this. 30 or so lands, the best ramp available to you in your colors, as many tutors as you can fit into your color identity, 20 to 30 pieces of interaction, including stacks, but most importantly, a focus on winning. Suddenly, violently, and all over the place. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm going to be streaming again on Musings by Danon, as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are spent talking about manga, anime, or Commander. For lands, we're running Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Cavern of Souls, City of Brass, Polluted Delta, Scalding Tarn, Marsh Flats, Misty Rainforest, Verdant Catacombs, Flooded Strand, Bloodstained Mire, Watery Grave, Morphic Pool, Shipwreck Marsh, Drowned Catacomb, Undercity Sewers, Tainted Isle, Sunken Ruins, Underground River, Clearwater Pathway, Bajuka Bog, 5 Islands, and 5 Swamps. Not the most expensive, but not exactly cheap. For mana ramp, we've got Mana Crypt, Mox Amber, Mox Diamond, Chrome Mox, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Dominance, Dramatic Reversal, Isochron Scepter, and Peregrine Drake. Powerful and consistent. For card advantage, we're running Varagoth Bloodsky Sire, Bolus's Citadel, Sensei's Divining Top, Peer into the Abyss, Seagate Restoration, Demonic Tutor, Vampiric Tutor, Mystical Tutor, Ninja of the Deep Hours, Brainstorm, Jace the Mind Sculptor, Scroll Rack, Fairy Seer, Dig Through Time, Limdol's Vault, Treasure Cruise, Imperial Seal, Portent, Preordain, Mystic Remora, and Rhystic Study. Lots of tutors, top deck manipulation, and card draw. For interaction and spot removal, we're running Hullbreaker Horror, Force of Will, Misdirection, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Flare of Malice, Deadly Rollick, Fierce Guardianship, Force of Negation, Pact of Negation, Dismember, Dispel, Snuff Out, Familiar's Ruse, Swan Song, Submerge, Spell Pierce, Mental Misstep, Mana Drain, Flusterstorm, and Feed the Swarm, all serve to keep our opponents in line. To reset the board, we've got Cyclonic Rift and Crippling Fear. The core of our deck consists of Thousand-Faced Shadow, Silver Fur Master, Moon Circuit Hacker, Mistblade Shinobi, Satoru Umezawa, Orcish Bowmasters, Changeling Outcast, Mist Syndicate Naga, Fallen Shinobi, Shadow of Mortality, Slitherblade, Memnite, and Ornithopter. Supporting our plan, we've also got Nexus of Fate, Beacon of Tomorrows, Aetherflux Reservoir, and Temporal Trespass. Wanted to have some high mana spells to end the game after all. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 40 mana sources split between 29 lands, 10 pieces of ramp, and 1 MDFC. 21 pieces of card advantage. 20 pieces of interaction. 2 board wipes. 1 piece of Graveyard Hate in Bojuka Bog. 1 sudden I win card in Nexus of Fate. Yuriko's ability triggers on damage. If we also have Varagoth Bloodsky Sire on board when we attack, we can tutor up Nexus of Fate and put it on top of our library. We then deal 7 damage to each opponent with Yuriko's ability, then cast Nexus of Fate, giving us an extra turn. Nexus of Fate resolves and we shuffle it back into our library. We can do this again next turn, and again, and again, and we have enough interaction to keep this going for as long as we want. But what if we're not allowed to attack, Danon? You shouldn't just rely on your commander to win the game, especially in CEDH. You're right, gentle viewer, which is why we have a couple of other combos that work very well in this deck. Bolas' Citadel combined with Aetherflux Reservoir and Sensei's Divining Top is a game-ending combo. We tap Sensei's Divining Top to draw a card and put the top on top of our library. We pay 1 life via Bolas' Citadel to cast Sensei's Divining Top from the top of our library, and gain 1 life from Aetherflux Reservoir. But the next time we do this, we gain 2 life, then 3, then 4, then 5, so on and so forth. So we draw through our whole deck, gain a ton of life, and then use the Death Star to destroy our opponents. Of course, there's always the fun combo of Orcish Bowmaster and Peer into the Abyss. Not only do we kill one of our opponents, we create a giant army that can be used to kill someone else. There are lots of fun ways to win the game with this deck. Do you have a Yuriko the Tiger Shadow deck? How does your deck win? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cutestuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Sean, Mark, Borgie, Nazwin, Midge, Alex, Conga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, Austin, William Pye, Turner, Triz, Kazera, Slack, Dan, Buxu, and Patrick. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.